Welcome to Option Trades Today. I'm Tony DeBaptiste and I have a trade idea for you today. January 2nd, 2024, and I think it's a 3-day rule, so I can wish you a happy new year. Let's take a look at what's going on in the market. Even the S&P's down 29 handles, but you can see here they're about 20 points higher than their most recent low that they made this morning. And by the way, if you want to take a look at this chart, if you just grab it, you can move it and give yourself a little bit more room to the right-hand side if you like to see more space. Anyway, NASDAQ down 240. The Russell is actually up $1. The Russell's been the Russell's been the strongest in 2024 so far today, and the NASDAQ is the weakest, down almost 1.5%, 1.4%. The Dow is basically unchanged, down 2 handles. I am a little surprised by the strength in the Dow and the Russell. Volatility up 27 cents. I'm a little bit surprised at the weakness here. You can see volatility trade all the way up to 1480. It's 1435 in the middle of its range for the day. Let's take a look at what's going on with some of the lists that I like to look at. I'll go to my watch list, high option volume. I usually like to see the IVX 5-day change. I set it from low to high or high to low, depending on what you're looking to do. I like to set it from high to low because I like to find high IV rank, high IVX 5-day change, high IV rank. A stock that came to my attention is BABA. Now, this is one Tom has been trading from the long side for quite some time. Let's take a look at what we can find here over the last couple of days. You can see BABA over the last 5 days is up 1.5%. Let's just round. The stock is lower. It does have earnings on the 22nd, which is 2 days, February 22nd, which is 2 days after expiration. I like to put on trades that don't have, 2 days after earnings. I like to put on trades that are after earnings, so it's after expiration. Let me show you here and make it a little bit easier. You can see that expiration is February 16th and the earnings date is February 22nd. I like to place trades when there is no earnings in my cycle. So here I'll be putting on a trade that will expire well before the earnings come out on February 22nd. Let's take a look at what BABA has most recently been doing. You can see it's been an underperformer for the year. I'm a little bit of a contrarian. I like to buy things that are lower that I think are going to go higher. I like to sell things that have gone high or higher than they should have gone on their implied volatility so that they go lower. So you can imagine that BABA, I'm going to look to be a little bit long in BABA. Let me show you what I did here. I'm not going to look at a January trade. I'm going to look at February. Closest to 45 days in the monthly options would be February with 45 days. I like to go right to the at the money here. I'm selling the 75 straddle. Of course, that's not what I'm going to do here if I'm a little bit bullish, because this is actually a small short delta trade. So I'm going to change this from selling just the 75 put and then selling the 75-80 call spread. So now what I've done is I've sold a short call spread, defined risk, and I'm selling a naked put, which is going to give me all of my deltas. You can see here, it's 27 positive deltas. I was able to do this at $5.53 not too long ago. I will show you when I did it just a moment ago, when the stock was down around $2.40 to $2.50. Again, a delta positive trade. 71% pop. It was closer to a 68% pop when I put it on. The theta is $4 a day. I'm collecting. My max profit is obviously what I'm selling it for, $5.53. That's unrealistic. That would be the stock not moving at all, this 75-80 call spread that I'm selling for $1.97, and then this put that I'm selling for $3.40 would all be worth zero. That's not realistic, right? What am I really looking to do? I want this stock to slowly go higher, but it can go as high as it wants to the upside. You can see this green line showing you where your risk is. It's down below 70. Why? Because $5 and whatever your credit is, let's just say $5.50, $775 minus $550 gives you your break even at $69.50. That would be your break even stock. That's how you also get this 70% pop. If you look here at the delta, it's around 25 or 30. 30 plus 70 equals 100. Everything equals 100 deltas. This is a classic Jade Lizard. Why is it a classic Jade Lizard? Because I'm collecting more than the width of the strikes. I'm collecting $5. If you move this down to the 70 put and sell the 75-80 call spread, or even the 80-85 call spread, you're not collecting the width of the strikes, the width of the strikes being $5, and that's why it gives you a 50-50 shot here, a little bit better, 53%. Is there anything wrong with this trade? Absolutely not. It just means that you have risk to both sides. You can see here that your risk is around 82.5, and your risk to the downside is around 67.5. Again, I'm just doing the math real quick and rounding for you, showing you that green line here where your profit target is. This has a $6 expected move. The trade that I'm doing, selling the 75 straddle and buying the 80 call, or looking at it as selling the 75 call spread and selling the 75 put. The put being the heaviest side of it, the heaviest delta of the trade. When you look at this, you'll see that that's 18 deltas. When you look at this, it's basically 50 deltas, 46 deltas. What it will show you, it gives you a positive 27 or 28 deltas. I was trying to explain to you, what do I want the stock to do? Well, anywhere the upside fast works, any way to the upside and slowly works even better. We meander up to around $80. My call spread is in the money. You know, an in-the-money call spread at expiration is going to be worth $5. But if there's time on the board, meaning there's 20, 30 days left to expiration, it's going to be worth about half the width of the strikes. So it'll be worth around $2.50, $3. And my put will be worth around $1 or so, giving me a full profit, well, not a full profit, giving me a profit of around $1.40 and change, $1.50 and change. That would be my price target on this. Remember, this is a bullish trade because it has bullish delta, almost 28 long deltas. I am getting paid for the risk. It does use $2,900 in buying power, which is a buying power that we have used many times on this show. All right, listen, I want to show you one more thing before I get you out of here. I want to go down to this little people tab here, and you can click on the follow page. I've already put it to Bob the Trader. That's me. You can see all the trades I've done here today, or you can filter and see any stock that I've done through here by just putting it in the search. I'll do it there for you in a moment. The reason why I'm mentioning you this today, I've already rolled bonds today. You'll see here I've rolled down the untested side on bonds. Moderna is a trade that's giving me fits. I'm down a couple of dollars on this trade. I've rolled it twice today by rolling the untested side, which means rolling the puts up, with Moderna up almost $10 or $12 today, moving outside the expected move. I've also had to buy the guts and sell the wings. So I've done 3 adjustments in Moderna today alone. In SPX, I was able to take a $1.15 profit from a podcast trade that we did just at the end of last year at 12.26. I try to give you a little line or two on what I'm doing in there. And then in Baba, this new trade, a classic bullish Jade Lizard. Again, if you want to take a look at any of these trades or anything that I've done, I'll go into GLD just to put one other one in there. You can see all the trades I've done in GLD for just about a year in here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this podcast. I'm sorry I stumbled a couple of times. Please leave me any comments, concerns, or questions you may have there. If you'd like to reach me, you can always reach me at bat@tastylive.com. If you'd like to reach Tom, you can always reach tom@tastylive.com. We answer all our own emails. We would love to hear from you. And more importantly, for me at least, help me keep the lights on here. Open Move, transfer your account. No better time than the beginning of the year of 2024. Keep all your stuff nice and clean. Have it all at one place. Tasty Trade, the #1 brokerage in the galaxy.